Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Don't seem like 5 minutes ago where we were finishing the end of the season and now it's starting again. I guess that's because of the European Championships in between, but it's the beginning of the Championship season and we've got a cracker to start off with. We've got Preston North End versus Sheffield United. Sheffield United, one of the teams obviously that was relegated from the Premiership last year. It'll be interesting to see how they go on. They've got the parachute payment that's been helping them to make a few signings just lately, but they got rid of a few as well. They've sold some, so I think they've done some good business. I thought early on in the close season that Sheffield may struggle this year, but now I'm not quite so sure. I think they're going to be challenging up there. They've made some really good signings to look a strong side again. It's going to be interesting to see how they get on. Preston North End are not going to be an easy side, as we all know. There's another game going on as well, but the main body of the league starts tomorrow. Most of the games, I think, in fact, all of the games, I think, kick off at 12:30, which is going to be interesting to see. Leeds are obviously going to be one of the top teams fancied for promotion to this season, and quite rightly too. They have made some good signings, sold a few players as well, but the signings are there to cover the players that they've sold. Be difficult to cover for Somerville, but I'm sure they'll do the best. Somerville was irreplaceable, but he's gone. West Ham have got him now, and Leeds are still in the market for a replacement for Somerville. A midfielder and a left back by all accounts, so it'll be interesting to see how Leeds go before the transfer window shuts. I would think that probably teams like Burnley and Sheffield United and Luton as well may be looking towards the end of the transfer window for maybe some loanees to come in from the Premiership teams who will be looking to ship out some of the younger players to get some good experience from these teams at the top end of the Championship, and I would imagine that Sheffield United will certainly be one of those. So this is going to be a good game, this. So if you've got any comments on these games to start off with, if you're any Sheffield fans are in there at the moment and they want to drop a comment, let us know what they think to their new side, because it is quite a new side. But I think their chances of being promoted straight back up again. I mean, there's 3 relegated sides, plus Leeds, who just failed at the last step to get relegated last year. So there's probably four favourites to go up, and only 3 positions to go up. So who are your favourites? I would think that Leeds will be the favourites. They've got to go up this year because it's the last year of the parachute payments. So Leeds have got to go up, otherwise they'll be selling all their best players. Don't think Burnley have done much in the way of transfer business so far. Sheffield United certainly have. Luton, I haven't heard much about them. But they'll be there or thereabouts at the end. Cheers. But we are 20 minutes from kick-off. It's an exciting time. The first game of the season is always an exciting time. Everybody's got expectations from their teams. Blackburn and Derby will certainly be the same. Derby, it's going to be a difficult game for them away at Blackburn. Hello, doggy. What do you want? Hello. What do you want? Just get started with my live stream and then my little doggy comes down and wants a bit of attention, which is okay for the moment, but when the game starts, no way. Don't forget to get your comments in, hit that like button, subscribe to help the channel grow. We're going to be live streaming a lot of games this season, as many as we can from the Championship and from the Premier League. And I also fancy doing some of the cricket in September between England and Australia. So if you're a cricket fan as well, please do hit that like button and the bell so that you get notification of when I'm on the cricket. So as far as the teams go, for Preston, they're doing a 3-5-2 formation, and I've got Woodman in goal, Hughes, Lindsay, Watmore, Brady, Greenwood, Whiteman the captain. Let me just see if I can get this one right. Is it Pure Badson? If I've got that wrong, I'm sure the Preston fans in the stream tonight will let me know. Potts, Keane and Reese. As far as Sheffield United are, they've got Davis in goal, Burrows, Hamihodzic, Robinson the captain, Gilchrist, Brooks, Hamer, Arblaster, O'Hare, Souza and Kiefer Moore. So they've got a strong side out, and they've got other players to come. Other players in the pipeline. They're transfers that are not quite gone through yet, but are rumoured to be very close, and they'll make Sheffield are going to be a strong side for anybody this year. There'll be ones to watch. I fancy Sheffield as outsiders to go up in one of the automatic promotion spots. So that's the lineups. Sheffield United are playing a 4-4-1-1 against Preston's 3-5-2. So I would imagine that both midfields are going to be loaded. There's not going to be a lot of space in midfield, but we'll see. It's the first game. So excuse me a sec while I just reply to a text message. We've got plenty of time while the Sky Sports are on a break. I'll have a look at the crowd when we get back. I would imagine that Deepdale's going to be pretty full for this first game of the season, Friday night against one of the relegated teams. It's a big draw for the crowds, this, and I would imagine there'll be a pretty full crowd. We're all looking forward to it, as usual. Hello, boy. Are you back again? What do you want? Come here. There's other games going on besides Blackburn and Derby. Preston and Sheffield United. There's also Barnsley and Mansfield and Chesterfield and Swindon from, I think that's Division 1 as well, isn't it? So there's plenty to choose from tonight. Before the Premier League starts in oh, where was I? Oh, hello, boy. You're behind me now, are you? If I get distracted, you'll have to He's down here with me. Wife is wondering where the dog is. He's down here with me. He's on the settee behind me. Not you, boy? Huh? Hmm? As I say, both of these teams, Preston, I mean, uh, they may be pushing for a playoff spot. Sheffield United obviously pushing for one of the automatic promotion spots. So both of these teams will be wanting to get off to a good start. Both teams at the moment are on the pitch warming up. Uh, the the TV are just going through a few of the players to watch. O'Hare is one of them. Callum O'Hare, a regular goal scorer last year. Yeah, it looks like he knows where the back of the net is. So he'll be one to watch. He's was it Callum O'Hare was an ex-Coventry who was being signed by Sheffield United. I think that's right. I will check though, just to make sure. Yeah, I thought so. So another good signing. I mean, goal scorers in the championships, someone who can hit the back of the net 20, 20 goals a season, are priceless. Especially if you're looking for promotion, which both these teams will be. It's a nice night out there. It's very humid, very warm. There's a few people in the crowd at Deepdale have got jackets on, so maybe it's a bit overcast. Maybe a bit of a chill in the air, but that'll be good for the players. They don't want it too warm. Excuse me a sec. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Get myself a quick drink and then end up spilling half of it, catching it on the side of the table. Don't seem full at the moment, but with 15 minutes to kick off, I'm sure Deepdale is going to fill right up. The TV at the moment are just showing the game or showing the build up between Blackburn and Derby, and even Ewood Park's not looking that full. There's plenty of fans in the Derby end. They've always had a good following of Derby. Derby, isn't it? Well, we've got the chance. We can get our comments in the stream here. Who do you fancy to win this one? I've got a sneaking suspicion that Sheffield United are going to win this, but it's not going to be easy. I fancy a 2-1 to Sheffield United, but Preston are not going to make this easy. Nobody ever does on the first game of the season. Preston are going to be up for this because they're going to be pushing for playoffs. Sheffield United are going to be pushing for automatics. So it's going to be a close game. It's going to be fiercely contested. It always is with Sheffield United. They don't mess about. They're a physical side. They always have been. And if Preston can handle the physical side of the game and can keep Callum O'Hare quiet, then I think they've got a chance in this game. But I still got a sneaking suspicion for Sheffield United. I didn't a few weeks ago, but seeing the signings that Sheffield have made just over the last few weeks, I've got a sneaking suspicion for them now. I think they'll definitely get in the places, if not one of the automatic promotion positions alongside Leeds. But there's a long way to go, and we'll see about that. But for the moment, Sheffield United will want to lay a marker down. You know, we're one of the big boys. We've just been relegated, but we're not messing about. We've made some signings, and we're up for going back up straight away. But is it going to be another championship season like it was last year, where you get 4 teams on 90 odd points and only 2 go up automatically anyway? Is that going to be the same this year? Are Burnley strong enough to make a concerted effort like what Southampton did, like what Leicester did, like what Leeds did? Can they do that? Can Luton? Luton are going to be difficult to beat. They know how to win promotion from the Championship. It's fresh in their mind from a year or so ago. So they're not going to mess about. And going to Kenilworth Road is not going to be an easy tie. If you beat Luton at Kenilworth Road, you'll have done real well, because not many teams are going to win there. And of course, going to Elland Road, there's not many teams going to beat Leeds there, with the crowd that they've got and the team that Leeds have got at the moment as well, with more signings to come. I've got a sneaking suspicion for Leeds and Sheffield United for the automatic promotions. But what do you think? It's not just my opinion that counts, it's yours as well. So get a comment in. We can discuss it with 10 minutes to go to kick off, or just even give us a score. What do you think about a score? Don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Subscribe as well, so that you don't miss any further live streams, because we're going to do plenty through the season. We're going to do plenty of championships when we can, and there's plenty of Premiership games to come as well. So there's going to be plenty of football, and if we all get stuck into it, we can make this a channel that's really going to grow, and we'll be able to discuss games, and it's going to be enjoyable to do live streams when we've got plenty of people watching. Hit the notification button, because I want to do some cricket as well. If you're into cricket, in September the Aussies are here for a lot of one-day games. Now I fancy doing some of those, because I'm a cricket fan myself as well, and if you are, hit the notification button and you can join me for some of these one-day games, because it's going to be a cracker against the Aussies. The only thing that's going to bother me is that it's going to be in September. Is the weather going to hold out? Well, it's nice at the moment, but some of these games are in late September. You know what the weather's like then. But fingers crossed we do get some cricket. So hit that notification bell if you do like your cricket and your football, and join me for those live streams. If you have just joined, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us. This is Game Watch Live, and this is Preston North End guesses Sheffield United. The first game of the Championship season, the first game of a new season. Everybody's got their hopes high. Everybody thinks their team's going to have a better season than they did last year. Can Leeds have a better season? The only thing that they can get better is to get promoted first time. They've got to. Parachute payments end this year. Luton, Sheffield United, they'll be all right still. Burnley, they've got parachute payments for the 2 years, so they're going to be difficult teams to compete against. But Leeds are probably the favourites, or one of the favourites anyway. But if you disagree, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Who's the favourites to go up this year? There's only 2 automatics. Who do you think is going to go up? I've told you, man. I think Leeds will go up first, and I think Sheffield United will be second. And I think that Burnley and Luton will be in the automatic playoffs. After that, I'm not quite sure who's going to be in there. We'll see as the season progresses. You've got to get off to a good start. You can't win the league in the first few games, but you can certainly drop well behind it, losing your first few games. As Leeds found last year, they got off to a bit of a poor start, and if they'd just won a couple of those games early on in the season, they'd have got promoted easily. But that's the way it goes. Just watering the pitch there at Deepdale. So it must be pretty dry and humid. The Rams fans at Blackburn, they're clapping away, so the Blackburn fans seem a bit pensive. Maybe the Derby fans fancied this. Blackburn didn't have the greatest of seasons last year, and Derby will fancy turning them over. But get your comments in. Who do you think is going to win this one? Not quite sure myself. You never know the first game of the season, but the game we're watching, I do fancy Sheffield. Five minutes to kick off and Deepdale. I'm surprised. I thought it would be packed, and it's not. The two end terraces are pretty full, but the side terraces, no, I am surprised. The Preston fans haven't turned out in force, not what I expected. There's still water in the pitch, even this close to kick-off. There's a few in the Sheffield United side, but even that side's not full. The pundits are just saying that Sheffield United, they'll want to push themselves, then they will. And Blackburn fans there, they're all ready for this. Yeah, there's plenty of Sheffield fans there at Deepdale. The teams come up the tunnel to the pitch. The fans are really up for this. It's not full by any means, but it's a sizable crowd nonetheless. Yeah, Preston will be wanting to make a impression for this home game. They want to do well against their own, in front of their own fans. Just lining up of the two teams. Just going through the preliminaries, just two teams shaking hands. Preston playing a 3-5-2-1. Sam Greenwood, the next Leeds player. Sam Whiteman, the captain of Preston North End, playing against one of his former teams. Yeah, we've just got to remember that Sheffield United have got a 2-point deduction, so they start bottom of the league. Kiefer Moore and Callum O'Hare will be ones to watch. Gustavo Hamer as well. Yeah, I forgot about Sheffield United's 2-point deduction. I think it was for payment irregularities or something similar to that one. So Sheffield United will want to win this one to get into positive points already. If they have a poor start, they could find themselves 6 or 7 points behind the top teams before they're into they're out of the negative points that they are at the moment. It's not much, is it? To one game and you're up and running. Can I believe that Callum O'Hare came on a free transfer? Player like him, free transfer. Sheffield United playing in their away strip. It's a like a dark greeny top and light green shorts. Bit of black in that top as well. So Sheffield United are going to kick off, kicking from left to right as we watch it. Sousa has stood over the ball, ready to get the game started. Bit of false start. Off they go again. Referee just holding it up, and here we go. The championship season has started. Ball pumped forward. It's lobbed forward. It's headed out by the Preston defence, pushing the back, challenging for the ball, and Preston have a free kick to start off with. Goalkeeper's going to come out and take this one. Woodman, right-footed, drills it across to the right-hand side. It's one headed into the penalty area by Adam Davies, but the ball goes to the keeper. He plays it out underhand, and the Sheffield away on the left-hand side already. Kiefer Moore. He tried to cross it to Kiefer Moore. Its ball is deflected and goes into the back of the net, but the linesman's got his flag up for offside, and that one won't count. But good break by Sheffield United on the break. Away on the left-hand side, and Kiefer Moore, yeah, he's a yard offside there on the left-hand side. Didn't need to be. He was looking down the line. So Woodman drills it deep. The ball runs after a couple of challenges through to the keeper. He rolls it out onto the left-hand side. It's quickly closed down by Greenwood, ex-Leeds player, and Sheffield United have a throw-in on the left-hand side. Halfway in their own half. It's thrown forward. Looks like there was a foul there. Someone was dragged down, but the referees let the play go on as Preston have the ball. Ball's on the halfway line. Sam Greenwood tried to help it on. It's lobbed forward. Bit of head tennis. Ball's drilled forward onto the right-hand side. Sheffield United get it back to their keeper. He plays it out to the right. Long ball forward. Kiefer Moore tries to go up for it. Can't get a header on it. Goes through to the keeper. Kiefer Moore's not going to win those type of balls. Ball on the right hand side is played down the line. Robinson tries to get to it but can't. It's a throw to Preston on the right hand side though, just inside the Sheffield half. Potts throws it in. Goes on to the left hand side. Brady tries to put a cross in, but it's short. It's picked up though. Greenwood. He's lost the ball though. Then manages to make a second challenge, and the ball goes out for a throw on the left-hand side to Sheffield. Greenwood getting stuck in early on. Ball is thrown in, but it's intercepted by Preston. Goes out onto the right-hand side, and they get a cross in. It's picked up again by Preston on the edge of the box. Going backwards. Brady plays the ball in again into the box. It goes into Reese. It's a bit behind him. He can't get his foot around the ball, and he hits it high and wide for Preston. Brady getting a few crosses in early on from that left-hand side. It's played deep. Bit of a tussle for it on the halfway line. Burrows gives a foul away, and it's a free kick to Preston. Referee having a smile about that one. The ball is played long and to the left. Brady gets a header, but it goes through to the Sheffield keeper, to Davies. He rolls it out short to the right-hand side. Nothing available, so the ball's played back to Davies, and the keeper plays it out to the left-hand side this time. Comes across again to the right. Back to Davies. Across to the left. So played across to the right, a bit of space inside, moving forward to the halfway line, goes across to the left. Blaster, Burrows takes it off him, chips it forward, but it's intercepted. Played across to the right, and Brady gets it on the halfway line. He's running forward, plays it inside. It's a bit tight in there, and the ball's taken off the attacker, Keane, but they've got it back. He plays the ball forward by Greenwood, but it's too much on that, and it goes through to Davies, and the keeper rolls it out underarm. It's played through the middle, but it's a poor pass, and it's picked up by Preston again. Being forced back by the press, and eventually it goes through to the keeper for Preston. And to the left, Andre Brooks puts a bit of pressure on and gets a throw as the ball is trying to be played down the left-hand side for Preston. It's a throw halfway inside the Preston half. It's thrown along. Doesn't find the Preston head, but the second ball does. And it's brought down Reese, but he can't keep it under control. And it's taken off him. Sheffield come forward again. The ball's played into the midfield. Blaster to the right-hand side. O'Hare's drifting around, looking to come short for the ball. Goes out to the left. Appeal for a foul, but not given. Ball's played across to the right, but it's a poor ball by Sheffield. And the ball's picked up in the middle again, but Sheffield pressurised that one. Sheffield appealing for a foul, but O'Hare hits the deck. It's given us a advantage. O'Hare challenging at the near post. It looked like it was a dead ball, but the referee's given a corner. Yeah, it looked like it was a dead ball. It was like the last ball came off O'Hare, but he didn't give it up, and it is a corner. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. It's short. Doesn't beat the first man. Doesn't beat the first man. He heads it out. It's the back of Souza, I think that is, and goes out for a dead ball to Preston. No chances so far. Ball's played long, but Sheffield United pick it up deep in their own half. They're playing it through the midfield. They're trying to. O'Hare has it again on the left-hand side. Hammer goes to Burrows. Our Blaster gets it on the right-hand side. He tries to play a ball across to the right-hand side, to the right-hand wing. It's too far, and it rolls dead for a dead ball to Preston. A few misplaced passes so far in this game. It's been a bit scrappy to start with. What I suppose you would expect from a first game. Preston have it on the right hand side. The ball's played deep forward. It's cut out. Played into the midfield. Played across to the left hand side. A deep ball across to the right hand side. It's cut out. Cut out by Hughes. He heads it back to Woodman, who has to dive to keep it in the field of play, but he does do. He rolls it out to the right hand side. Down the line. It's tight there. It looks like he was pulled over, and the referee does give a free kick to Preston. Just 15 metres inside their own half. It's a ball that's played long across to the left. Brady wins the header, nods it inside, but Sheffield picked that loose ball up. But they're being pressurised. Our Blaster to Gilchrist. He's tried to play it forward, and it's a loose pass, and Sheffield are on the defensive again as Preston push them forward. There's no movement up front for Preston, and they have to go backwards. Sousa gets a challenge in there and sets Sheffield away, and they've got a chance here. They've got on the edge of the box. Room. Blaster gets a deflected shot, and the ball goes in. The keeper goes to the left, and the ball goes in the right, and Sheffield have taken the lead. Lucky. Very lucky. It's a great start for Sheffield. There's a tackle in the middle of the park, and it was a good sliding tackle by Preston, but the ball hit his own man and deflected right across to the left-hand side. The ball is played across the edge of the box to our Blaster by Brooks. He gets it on his left foot and hits a low shot. It's a poor low shot, to be honest, but it gets a big deflection. Gets a big deflection, loops into the air. The goalkeeper's going to the left, and the ball loops high into the right-hand side. The goalkeeper has no chance, and our Blaster has got a deflected goal that puts Sheffield United in front. And Sheffield United fans are very happy with that. A bit of luck, but you always need a bit of luck. A goal timed at 11 minutes. Preston to kick off. Referee holding it up for some reason, but there they go now. It's ball played deep onto the right-hand side. Two players go up for the challenge, but it's missed. Potts puts the challenge in and wins the throw. Just 10 metres away from that corner flag on the right-hand side. It looks like Thoradson is going to... It looks like he's looking for a clean ball to put a long throw in. So here comes the throw now. Everybody's lined up for a long throw. And that is a long throw. Sheffield win the header. It's a good header as well. And they were on the attack with Hughes on the break. He lost the ball, but it comes to the right-hand side again. Brooks attacking on the right-hand side. He gets into the edge of the box. It falls over. But no penalty. Preston picked it up on the halfway line on the left-hand side. A long ball down. But it goes all the way through to Davis. It's a poor ball. That attacker had no chance of getting to it. And Preston, they had a chance there on the break and they lost the advantage. Sheffield United have picked the ball up again now and can build slowly. Ball goes back to Davis. Plays the ball forward, gets it back again, does Davis. Goes forward again. Ball's played left-hand side, just the edge of the semicircle. The ball goes back though. Into midfield. Back again. Back to Davis. Preston putting a bit of a squeeze on. But Sheffield are coming forward again now. Plays it inside just on the halfway line. Lays it back. And across to the left-hand side. Sousa lays a ball into the midfield. It goes across to the right-hand side now. Brooks is hugging the wing. Is he going to get it? Yes, Brooks gets the ball. Is he going to attack his fullback? No, it goes back. Gilchrist gets it. Back to Gilchrist again. O'Hare comes short for it and lays it off. Goes to Gilchrist again. Quick inside to Sousa. Sousa gets it back again, lays it off again. Just being forced back a bit there. There's not a lot of space up ahead. And Sheffield are going back. Preston are certainly squeezing up there. And Preston win the ball as it's played into their half. But it goes out for a Sheffield United throw on the Sheffield United left. Ball is played down the line. But O'Hare tried to get the ball as it ran towards the dead ball line. It's shepherded out. Just looking at that possible penalty from Brooks. Nah, no, not for me. Nah, not for me. Brooks went over in the penalty area as he tried to cut inside, but I didn't see any contact there. Ball's played out onto the right-hand side from the keeper. But it goes back to him. This time he goes onto the left-hand side. Challenged by Brooks. Gives the foul away. Preston have a free kick. Just a leg drag on Hughes from Brooks there. Taking the time, taking the free kick. And eventually they play it back to the keeper. Ball is hit long down the left-hand side. Keane was the target, but it looks like he's straight offside, and Sheffield United have a free kick on the right-hand side. No, must have been drifted out of play. They've given them a throw. It's a long throw, but Preston win the first header. Sheffield win the second header. Challenged. Brady challenged there. He gets the throw though, just on the halfway line, just slightly inside the Sheffield half. He's looking for a runner, but he's not getting anything so far. Oh, the ball's given away, and O'Hara's it now. It's going all the way through, and they've just got a slight challenge on him that caused him to stumble with the ball and ran the ball out. But he was inside, he was onto the penalty spot, and all he had to do was just unleash one, and he should have scored. Yeah, just as he was about to pull the trigger, Hamer was supporting him, and if he'd slotted it across to him, Hamer had an open goal to put it past for 2-0. So Sheffield just dominating the last 10 minutes. 20 minutes gone already. Preston on the attack now. It's a good defence. They play the ball across to the right, but it's cut out again as they tried to find a ball to the right-hand side by Brady. Brady has it again, but Sousa makes a robust challenge. Ball's played back from the throw. Goes into the edge. Ball goes back as Sheffield are really putting the pressure on now. Cross to the right-hand side. What more? Potts, but he's been pressured and has to go back to Watmore. And he has to play it back to the keeper. Woodman gives it back to Watmore on the right-hand side. He plays it inside. Sheffield United are putting the pressure on again, high up the pitch. Woodman gets it, has to play it forward. The ball is played down the left-hand side again, but the header is won by Sheffield. And they come forward with the ball again. It's a bit of a challenge where the ball is humped forward. No Sheffield anywhere near it. The ball is picked up by the Preston defence. Woodman has it. He plays it across to the left-hand side. It's poor control. But Preston managed to sort things out on the halfway line and retain possession into the middle, but they're quickly challenged, and the ball goes back to Woodman again. Ball's played across to the right-hand side. It's flicked inside, but it's tight. It's too tight. Greenwood tries to make something of it, but the ball runs out, and it's a throw on the halfway line on the left-hand side for Sheffield. Looks like the free kick there for the challenge in the back. Sheffield have the ball just near the centre circle. Preston are not putting the pressure on like they were early on. Robinson plays it forward down the left-hand side. The ball is challenged for by Preston, and the ball runs out for a throw just on the halfway line on that left-hand side for Sheffield. Chris Wilder will be pleased with the start they've made so far. It's a bit scrappy as the ball is thrown inside, but Preston pick the ball up deep in their own half. They have to go back to Woodman. He goes to the left-hand side. It was to Brady, but he's lost it. Brooks gets it, plays it inside. It goes down to Brooks again. He's got some space on the right side. He puts the cross in. It's a good cross. Kiefer Moore was close to it, but Watmore manages to get the header on it for Preston, and the ball goes out for a corner. And Sheffield United do look dangerous on the break. Corner left-footed on the right-hand side for Sheffield. In swinger. Comes in now deep. Goalkeeper gets a punch at the back post. It's challenged. There's a bit of a nudge in the back there. And the ball goes forward. Gilchrist there has got pace to burn there. And he manages to roll the ball for a throw deep in his own half. As Preston look to break down that right-hand side, and that seems to be their modus operandum at the moment, as a quick break down the right-hand side or the left-hand side. But it's going to be a long throw. Looked dangerous last time. It comes in now. It's a long throw. Sheffield United win the first header, though. It's a good header clear as well. Potts has it. Twisting and turning, but he's fouled by O'Hare. Yeah, O'Hare wrapped his arms around his arms and shoulder and pulled him down. Luckily for Potts. Free kick right in the middle. Greenwood standing over it. Looks like Greenwood's going to take it. Right-footed. Going to look like so he's going to try and wrap his foot around it and get it into that box. Which he does. It's low. The header is won by Sheffield United. It goes close to the corner flag. Blaster clears it down that left-hand side there. There was a chance of a ball to Kiefer Moore down the left-hand side, but it didn't get to him. There's a long shot by Thor Larsen from about 35 yards out. It's pretty central, but it's well over the bar. Didn't get over the top of that. Worth a try. It's the first shot that Preston have probably had in this first half. Greenwood commits a foul in the centre circle, just inside the Preston half on Sousa. He's down on the floor, maybe got a bit of a stray arm in the face. Yeah, he did. Just caught a stray arm in the face, did Sousa. Free kick's given. There was nothing in that. Free kick, pretty central, just 5 yards inside the Preston half. Sousa just going to get a bit of attention there. There's a bit of a cut on his left cheek there, high on his left cheek. So he's had to go off to the blood bin. In the meantime, Sheffield are going to take this free kick. There's a high line being played by Preston. If they can get a ball over the top and get some runners on, Sheffield could be in here. Which is exactly what they're trying to do. It's deep ball, but it's a free header that Watmore decides to leave, and it runs out for a dead ball. And Woodman plays it pretty quickly. They're trying to build up from the back, but they can't get it into the middle. The ball's played deep. Ball's challenged for deep inside the Sheffield half. They win the ball, get the throw, which is taken short, and then drilled forward. It's headed forward by Kiefer Moore. But Sheffield United can't find the Kiefer Moore that well. Potts plays it into the middle. A long ball again. That's going to run right the way through to Davis. Sheffield United pick the ball up deep in their own half, playing it forward to Kiefer Moore. He's got a bit of space there, but he must have been offside because the whistle's been blown, which he was. I thought he had a lot of space there. Brought the ball down well, but was flagged offside, and it's a free kick to Preston. Played deep to the left. Headed inside, but the loose ball comes to Sheffield United again. It goes to Kiefer Moore, heads it backwards, and then goes for the second ball on the left and wins a corner with a deflection off the Preston defender. It's a corner from the Sheffield left-hand side. Going to be a right-footed in-swinger. It's deep to the back post. Hammer takes it. Robinson claims that it came off Watmore and it should have been another corner, and it did look like that, but the referee thinks otherwise. It was a deep one to the back post. Yeah, was a corner. Yeah, absolutely was a corner. Greenwood's dispossessed on the right-hand side. Burrows gets it. Sheffield just being forced back a bit to find the space. Robinson. Goes across to the left-hand side again. It's played to Callum O'Hare. He's going backwards, but he's got space to turn, which he does do. Goes across the right to Gilchrist. And Brooks has got it. Gilchrist goes ahead of him, but Brooks goes backwards into the middle, into midfield again. And across to the left to Albaster, the goal scorer, Burrows. Ball is played across to the right-hand side. It's very deep into the penalty box. Brooks was there, but he had no chance of getting that. There's got to be better quality than that. The dead ball's taken long. It's a deep clearance into the Sheffield half. The ball's bouncing about a bit. Hammer's dispossessed, and Preston are on the attack on the left with Brady. He's going to get another cross in. It goes deep to the back post, and it's hooked clear. But Preston picked the ball up again. That's must be offside, is it? Reese was virtually on the penalty spot. Looked like he was offside. He had a bit of a swing at it with his left foot. Didn't really get a connection, and the ball just rolled gently through to the keeper, Davis, and he picks the ball up. And that's the best chance that Preston have had so far. Yeah, it was a scuffed shot. He had a chance of really hitting one there. And it's a poor strike, a scuffed shot. Ball's played forward again there. Long ball. But it goes through to the keeper. Goes back to the keeper as Sheffield United put the pressure on. Woodman plays the ball out, but it's picked up deep inside the Preston half. The crowd moan a bit with a poor clearance like that. Callum O'Hare's knocked over. Free kick given, taken quickly. Close to that left-hand touchline. Just drifting back inside. Arblaster and Robinson. And it goes back to the keeper. He plays it out to the right-hand side. And it's driven forward. Now it's a good long run, is this? Brooks picks the ball up. Is fouled by Brady. And Sheffield United have a free kick on the right-hand side. Callum O'Hare involved again. Gives it to Brooks, who's fouled. So promising areas, this where they can swing one in from the right-hand side, right-footed, for the Sheffield big lads to attack. See if the Burrows or Palmer are going to swing this in left or right-footed. It's swung into the back post, but it's just too deep. Heads go up. It flicks off the top of a Sheffield head and goes out to the far side for a throw. Kiefer Moore, by the looks of things, that's the man they're trying to aim at, which you would expect, and Preston would be expecting. With 35 minutes gone, Sheffield have dominated this game so far, and they pick the ball up again deep inside the Preston half, and they win a corner, a throw again, close to the corner flag on the left-hand side. I don't know whether they've got a long throw in them, but it looks like they're setting up for one. It's going to be a long throw from this left-hand side of Sheffield. Deep into the penalty spot. It's nodded out. It comes out to Hammer on the edge of the box. He tries to wrap his right foot round it, outside of his right foot to try and get a bit of a curl into that top corner. Doesn't get the curl, and it goes wide of that. The keeper's right-hand post, safely out for a dead ball. You can see what he was trying to do there. Outside of his foot, trying to curl one back, but he didn't manage it. The ball goes down the left-hand side for Preston again. Ball is played inside, but Sheffield managed to challenge enough times to be able to pick the easy ball up. Comes inside. Arblaster plays it inside. Callum O'Hare there gets it outside to Brooks. Ball's played inside there. It's a good ball. And it still hasn't been cleared properly. It's still bobbling about on the edge of the box. Kiefer Moore is robbed though. Someone gets a foot in. O'Hare wins it back though. He plays it inside and then goes for the return ball. It's a poor ball. Potts wins the ball and plays it down the right-hand side. Reese tries to go around Robinson, but Robinson's got too much pace and puts the ball out for a throw. Ball comes across to the centre and out to Brady on this left-hand side. He plays it inside. Bit of space here. He's got a chance. There's a great challenge, but the ball's deflected again. And another great challenge as Potts puts the shot in on the right-hand side. Threw his body at it. Brilliant block by Robinson. And that's the best chance probably that Preston have had. Putting their bodies on the line, Sheffield there to keep their goal intact. Great block by Robinson as he throws himself in front of that shot. But Preston have the ball over on the right-hand side, deep inside the Sheffield half. Looks like it's going to be another long throw. Just a couple of yards from the corner flag for Preston. Ball is thrown in high and deep, but the referee's not happy with something. He's going to go across and talk to a couple of the players. Looks like it's Reese. Reese is one of them. So the throw will be taken again. Can Preston win the first header this time? They haven't so far with crosses and long throws. So here comes the throw again. As he takes his run up. It's long and high. Sheffield win the ball again. First ball. So Greenwood puts a ball into the box, which is won again by Sheffield. It's bobbling about, but Sheffield managed to get the foot in to clear it. The ball's headed forward again. They still haven't cleared it yet, but they get the ball away this time. It's high. Halfway. But Brooks managed to pinch it. O'Hara and Harmer between them. Jack Watmore manages to get his foot in as Harmer looks to attack the edge of the left-hand side of the Preston box, and the ball runs out for another corner. It's going to be another right-footed in-swinger with 4 minutes left of this first half. Looks like it's Hamer who's going to take it. Don't seem to be any hurry. Deep again. Keeper comes, gets a good punch on it. To the edge of the box, Greenwood goes up for a challenge. Doesn't win it. And it's headed back into the box. It's a bit of head tennis again here. Looks like there's been a... Preston have got a free kick for some reason. Robinson disputing it with the ref. I think he just... I think what it was O'Hara just gave someone a nudge in the back as the ball came down. And that's what the ref gave the free kick for. Preston set the ball, the free kick early. Greenwood tries to lay it back off, but it's not close enough. Greenwood again, but he's dispossessed, and the ball runs out for a Sheffield United throw just on the left-hand side, close to the halfway line. Ball's carried forward and played across to the right-hand side. Nothing ahead, so he plays the ball backwards. Sousa, he plays it across to the left-hand side. Burrows plays it forward. O'Hara's made a run. But O'Hare. Sousa again. He plays it across to the right-hand side, just on the halfway line still. Sheffield United still in their own half. Decide to go back to the keeper, Davies. I think they'll be happy to, the way they're looking at the moment, they'll be happy to go in 1-0 up. Look for a ball forward, nothing there. Davies gets the ball back. Ball goes across the right-hand side again. Preston trying to close down. Sheffield finding a bit of space though. Sousa again gets it. Just calms things down, just slows the play down a bit. There's a runner up ahead. Kiefer Moore, but the ball doesn't go to him. It goes across the left-hand side. Bit of space in front. And the ball went to Hammer there. But he's challenged and the ball goes for the Hammer again gets the ball just over the halfway line and plays it backwards. Robinson gets it, plays it across to the left-hand side. Gilchrist. Sousa. Blaster loses it in the middle there under pressure. Ball goes forward. Keane tries to get it under control, but there's too many people around him and he loses the ball out and Sheffield are on the attack again. 3 against 3 here. Harmer's got it in the edge of the box. Can he beat his man? No, he can't. He has to go backwards. Tries to put a bit of a back heel in to someone in the edge of the box. Watmore did well, but the ball's been given away back to Harmer and he goes forward again. Tries to play a ball into the box. It's cut out. Sousa goes forward. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He's going to unleash a shot. And just from the edge of the box, he drags it miles wide. When he had a defence that was retreating in front of him. No one was challenging him and he could have lined himself up a couple of times. And then really scuffs it wide to that right-hand post. Must have been 15, 20 yards wide in the end. 2 minutes of this half to go. Woodman about to take the dead ball. Long and deep. Heads go up, but Sheffield United come away with it. Ball played onto the right-hand side. O'Hare plays it inside. Goes across to the left-hand side where there's a bit of space to run into for Burrows. Sheffield United happy with this so far. Sousa in the middle. He plays it forward. O'Hare tried to tuck it round the corner to Kiefer Moore. It looked like he might have been checked there on the edge of the semicircle there, on the edge of the box. Ref didn't agree. But Sheffield United have a throw halfway inside the Preston half on the right hand side. Brooks tries to help it on to O'Hare. But Sheffield United still have the throw a bit deeper this time. It's thrown deep. It was aimed at Kiefer Moore. He was being held, couldn't get a challenge in. The ball bounced over the dead ball line. And there's no danger there as the time is up. And I would think that as soon as Woodman kicks this, the referee is going to blow. In fact, he blows before Woodman gets the kick. And Sheffield United will be very happy with a 1-0 lead. Blaster with the goal. Left-footed, deflected. But Sheffield United have dominated this game so far. Rees had a chance for Preston, but that's the only one. He dragged one wide with his left foot. Chris Wilder just walking off with Sousa, just giving him a few words of advice, but he'll be happy with the way his team's played this first half. And there we have it. Half-time. Not the best of games, but Sheffield United won't be complaining about it, and the Sheffield United fans certainly won't. I haven't seen the possession stats so far, but Sheffield United will be well ahead of Preston North End. Preston have just been relying on long balls forward, hitting Sheffield on the break, but they haven't managed to so far. And you know, in a full half of Championship football, when you restrict your opposition to one shot on goal, maybe two, if you count the one that Robinson blocked late on in that half, they'll be pretty happy with that. So get your comments in, guys. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with me that that was Sheffield's half without looking too good? It's not been great football, to be honest. It's been workmanlike football. Maybe teams just not up to speed at the moment, with it being the first match of the season. Maybe warm conditions haven't helped, but Sheffield certainly have been the better side. O'Hare has been lively, as has Hamer. Brook on the right hand side has seen a lot of the ball and caused a lot of problems for the left hand side of that Preston defence. Preston will consider themselves unlucky to go into that break, one down, a heavily deflected shot that certainly wrong-footed the keeper and went into the right-hand side of the goal. It was a scuffed shot by Arblaster, but it went in, and that's the ones that count, unfortunately. But I think that Preston have got to. They've got to get the ball forward with more accuracy. They've just lumped it forward and hope that the players down the both wings are going to be able to win the ball or meet it, and they haven't been able to at the moment. And Risa in the middle there has not had much to feed on. But what do you think? You let me know in the comments. Am I reading this game right so far? Do you think it's a fair reflection of the game that Sheffield are in a lead of 1-0 at the moment? What do you think for the second half? I don't know what the other game is so far. I'm sure that they'll let us know when they come back from the commercial break. But are you enjoying it? Is there any Sheffield fans watching at the moment? Are you enjoying this? I chose this game to do the live streaming tonight because I fancied watching Sheffield. I thought that it would be a good side, a difficult side to beat, and so it's proven. They've got some good players up front with Hamer and O'Hare and Brook. They will cause a lot of teams a lot of problems throughout the season if they keep themselves fit. And I still think that Sheffield United are going to be one of the teams that goes up automatically, along with probably Leeds. But I could be wrong. You let me know in the comments what you think. I didn't even get my my clock in there, so I'll have to get my video on for my.
Now, also on the plane crash, KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots.
Just get my clock ready for the second half. Where are you, my clock? There you are. If I can just get that to 45, then it'll be ready for the second half. There we go. Hold it there. There we go. Ready for the second half. So if you've just joined me, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed that first half. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit that like button. It really does help the channel grow. Subscribe if you can, if you want to, so that you can join us. You can get your comments in. Comments are always welcome, no matter what time of the game. We'll always discuss them, especially at half time. We've got plenty of time to discuss your comments, what you think of the game, what you think of Sheffield as one of the teams that came down. Do you think they're looking like a good bet for going back up? Difficult to tell in the first half of the first game of the season when teams are just bedding in new players, probably not up to match fitness yet. I'm just looking at that goal again for Sheffield. They were unfortunate with a big deflection, and then the second deflection, and Woodman had no chance in the Preston goal. Unfortunate, but those things do happen. Our blaster will claim that. It looks like he was aiming for the left-hand side. It ended up going in the right-hand corner. Woodman was nowhere near it, going across the other side. Yeah, Preston just reduced to really speculative shots, especially that one from 30 yards there, which was about 30 yards over the bar. But they had that chance there, just reached there, well, he had a great chance on the penalty spot there on his left foot, and he scuffed it and dragged it, and it just rolled easily into Davis's arms. And that was probably the best chance that Preston have had, and a good chance for an equaliser. I think the pundits are just saying there that Hamer and O'Hare have been very lively. Kiefer Moore's not had a great deal to feed off. This must be the Robinson block. Yeah, really good Robinson block. He got out quickly to block that shot. From Potts on the right-hand side. So the subs are all warming up at the moment. The sprinklers are on the halfway line as well. So it must be pretty dry, the pitch. It's certainly making the pitch a bit slicker with all that water, and which is good for passing. And that's what we want to see, a bit more passing. I'll say Sheffield United have looked dangerous down both flanks, but especially with Brooks. Brooks has had a lot of space on the right-hand side there, and I expect to see him more involved in this second half. What do you guys think? And get your comments in, don't be shy. Let us know what you think. Premier League Stats and Facts reckons it's been an average game so far. I think that's probably fair. It's not been the greatest, has it? I might be able to judge how good this game is and how good the Sheffield team is when we see the rest of the teams tomorrow. Your teams like Leeds, your teams like Burnley, Luton, and see how well they play, especially Leeds. I mean, well, I think a lot of people are expecting big things from Leeds, so they'll set the benchmark for how well football's played, and especially being at Ellen Road tomorrow as well against Portsmouth. There'll be a massive crowd there as usual, and Portsmouth will have it all on tomorrow to get anything out of that game, I would imagine. But at the moment, Sheffield United are in +1 points mode after losing the 2 points, minus 2 points, the punishment that they got there. So if things stay as they are, they'll be on +1. So they'll have got rid of that deficit straight away, which is exactly what they want. There. Premier League Stats and Facts reckons average game so far. Do you agree? Found it difficult to argue with it. Get your comments in if you don't agree with that. If you're a Preston fan or a Sheffield fan, let us know what your team's got to do to dominate this second half. And Preston have got to come out fighting. They can't let this slip by. 1-0 is no good to them. Anyone going to any games tomorrow? Let me know in the comments if you're going to any games. Which one are you going to? Is it the Charity Shield on Sunday? It must be, mustn't it? Because the Premier League starts next week, so it must be. I've not even heard it mentioned, but it's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be this Sunday. Anyway, the teams are coming back out onto the pitch now. The subs are just vacating. We'll be ready for hopefully a more open second half. Preston have got to come out. There's no good losing this 1-0. They might as well lose it 2 or 3 and go down having a go. 1-0's no good at all. Just after 9 o'clock in the UK. Anybody watching from abroad? Let me know where you're watching from. Get it in the chat, let us know. If you are watching from abroad, who do you support? Preston about to kick off for this second half. No changes by the looks of things. So it must be all tactical. Looks like Keane is going to take this. Plays it back and it's played forward, left footed to the right hand side. Preston. Reece thought he'd made a good challenge and won a corner on that right hand side, right in the corner there, but he's been judged to have pulled his man down and it's a foul and a free kick to Sheffield United. Looks like Davies is going to take it. He better not fluff this one because he's well out of his goal. Deep kick, free header. Looking for keeper Moore, but he didn't get nowhere near it. Sam Greenwood has it. Potts loses it though. Flicked inside by Hamer, but he doesn't get his man. It's through there. Greenwood had a chance there. Just going in that inside right channel, Greenwood had a chance. He drifted into the box, but couldn't get his foot around it and dragged it wide. Maybe a bit of a deflection there. Sam Greenwood is going to be disappointed with that. He's got to at least hit the target there, make the goalkeeper work, and he didn't. Ball's played forward by Hammer. Looking for O'Hare, but O'Hare has fouled his man. It's a free kick to Preston. Both managers are holding their hands up saying it's our ball, it's our ball. But it's not, it's a Sheffield United throw. Ball's thrown forward, but it's a header won by Preston, but it's still a throw to Sheffield on the right-hand side. Goes deep again. Brooks has it now. Trying to get back on his left foot on the inside. He has to go backwards as he's challenged, which he does. Gilchrist hangs the ball. Kiefer Moore on the edge of the box brings the ball down on his chest, but it just didn't come down enough to get a left-footed volley before he was challenged, and he hits it high over the bar. It just challenged before, it just waiting for it to come down. It wouldn't come down. He had to take it quickly, otherwise the ball would have been taken away from him. Another couple of seconds longer for Kiefer Moore. He'd have got a shot on target. The ball would have dropped lower for him. But now it's Preston inside the Sheffield half on the right-hand side. Forced backwards. What more? Goes across to the left-hand side. Larson coming forward on the left-hand side. He's got a keen head of him, and Reese, but as he tries to drift into the box, the ball's taken off him. What more? Just to the edge of the box as he intercepted that ball, lets the shot go. Didn't really catch it well, but it drifts across to the right-hand side of the goal. Looks like there was a bit of a deflection there. Drifts wide of the right-hand post as the goalkeeper dives across. But the deflection gets a corner. On the Preston left-hand side, Greenwood's going to swing a right-footer in. It's high, very high, right at the back post. It's well brought down though. What a great touch. Hughes to Thorson. Hughes again with his left foot. Deep again. Ball was won at the back post, but it's not cleanly. And the ball bounces into the hands of Davis. Davis eventually rolls it out, but gets it back again. Then he drills it high, not far, but high. Preston win the ball. Sousa wins the second ball, but heads it out for a throw on the left-hand side to Preston. It's thrown down the left wing for Preston. Defender just gets his foot in, Gilchrist. The ball goes out for a throw. Will Keane gets the ball across to the back post again. It's over the head of Potts, who was coming in at the back post, and it goes out for a dead ball. Davis drills the ball deep over the halfway line. Header is won by Preston. Sheffield United pick the ball up deep in their own half and start moving forward. Right hand side. Brooks plays it back. Tried to get it back to Brooks, but he's dispossessed. The ball comes forward. Preston are on the break again. It's Kiefer Moore on the edge of the box. He lets a goal. Lets a shot go. At the near post, Freddie Woodman has angles covered, but it hit the side netting. I'm sure some of those Sheffield United fans thought it was in. It was a shot struck with venom. It's back with Woodman again. He lobs it forward. It's a Greenwood. Greenwood's challenged, but he wins the throw on the right-hand side. Just that Kiefer Moore shot again. He strikes it well, but it's just wide. And Woodman looked like he had it covered, which he probably did. Looks like Keener's foul deep inside the Sheffield half. Referee wants a wide. Hamer having a word. He should get himself out of it. Yeah. Yeah, Mihajlovic pulls the man down. Free kick on the right-hand side. Just level with the edge of the box, but 10 yards out. Sheffield holding a line right on the edge of the penalty area. Let's see, they're going to be a right-footed outswing or a left-footed inslinger. Who's going to take it? Referee blows his whistle. Left-footed inswinger to the back post. It's bouncing around. A couple of swingers at it, trying to hit the ball forward. Scuffed shots that didn't get anywhere, and Sheffield are on the break now, and there's Brooks on the right-hand side. It's on his own. He cuts in. Brooks looks to side-foot it to the right-hand side of Woodman. Oh, Hamer's scored. As I was looking at that replay, the ball is lost in the middle of the park. The goalkeeper's miles out of his box, and Hamer just lobs one back in over the head of Woodman and into the back of the net, and Sheffield are 2 up. And Freddie Woodman's got to be disappointed with that. Just looking at it, he tried to throw it out, did Woodman, on the edge of his box, and he threw it straight to Hamer, who controlled it and just side-footed it back over the head of Woodman and into the back of the net. That's poor by Woodman. And then he's in no man's land. And Hamer just lifts it over his head. It's terrible by the goalkeeper, but Freddie Woodman had a bit of a brain freeze there. Trying to get a quick throw out that was read by Harmon. Cut it out, lobbed it over his head. 2-0 to Sheffield. And that's going to be difficult for Preston to come back from this now. Very tough job for Preston now. Yeah, it was good finishing by Hammer. It wasn't an easy finish, but he punished Woodman for his poor judgment. Preston need to hit back quickly now as they get a ball across the Sheffield box towards the back post, but it's too deep, and it bounces out safely for a dead ball for Sheffield. And they're not going to rush things now. Chris Wilder will be very happy with this. The Sheffield fans are certainly very happy. Looks like there's several of the Preston subs warming up now, which you would expect. Hamer again gets the ball forward. O'Hara on the edge of the box. Hamer again. Our blaster flicks it across. Head tennis. Preston North End get the ball away, and they've actually, luckily, to win a throw on the halfway line. It did look like it was Sheffield United throw, and they've managed to relieve the pressure for now. Watmore gets it across from Keane. Down to the left-hand side. The ball's driven long again. Is there a foul there? Reese was looking for the foul. Referee has had nothing to do with it. And the ball drifts over the dead ball line for another dead ball to Sheffield. I was looking at that ball again. I don't know who Woodman was looking to throw that to. He was nowhere near anybody. Sheffield United have another free kick in the Preston half on the right-hand side. Tackle from behind's not allowed. You're not going to get away with that. Sheffield beginning to pass it around a bit now. It comes to the left-hand side. Burrows. Hammer plays it into the centre. Goes to the edge of the box, but it's played away. Brooks makes a challenge. O'Hare and Brooks between them get the ball back, and it's onto the edge of the box now. Brady crosses it. Headed out. Second ball's headed out, but Sheffield picked the ball up again. Hammer, he almost got it through to Kiefer Moore. It's just cut out by Potts, and he comes forward now. He plays the ball onto the right-hand side. Sam Greenwood with a bit of space. He's looking for support. He plays it down the right-hand side. Lots of space here. Potts, can he get a good crossing? No, he can't. He plays it low to the edge of the box. It's cut out. Hamer gets Brooks away on the right-hand side, and it's 2-on-2 here now. Brooks into the box. Come on, his left foot. He's got Hamer. Hamer turns on his inside, gets the ball. Well, he's looking to side foot a ball across the box, 6-yard box to Kiefer Moore. Kiefer Moore, who was free. Someone gets a foot in, and it goes out for a corner. Yeah, Hammer being unselfish there. When he cut in on his left-hand side, he had the goal opened up for him, and he should have just curled one in, but he didn't. He tried to get it across to Kiefer Moore, and the ball was deflected for a corner. Very unselfish, but he should have had a go. But it's a corner on the right-hand side. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. It's deep. It's headed out. Gilchrist and Hammer between them managed to pick the ball up. It's Sousa now. He's running deep into the box. It almost came through to Amiodzic. It's just cut out, and Preston come away now. Put it across, a long ball across the left-hand side. Can it be kept in? No, it can't. It's just too far. A loose pass there. Brady wasn't going to be able to make that. He tried his best. He's run a lot as Brady tonight. He's done his work. But in attack, it's not worked for Preston tonight. Greenwood comes away. He tried to run with the ball, but he's dispossessed. But Preston still have the ball. Get across to the right-hand side to Potts. He tries to come inside and is dispossessed by Burrows, but then he loses the ball. Comes to Potts again. He's got Greenwood on his inside. Still comes to Potts after a deflection. He's looking for someone, but there isn't any. What more? He has to go back and across the left-hand side at the halfway line. Brady's got the ball there. Comes inside. Sheffield crowd him out and they've picked the ball up. Sousa coming away with it. There's lots of space in the midfield there. He gets it across to O'Hare. Sousa and O'Hare have got lots of space in that midfield now. Sousa plays the ball across the left-hand side. Harmer now. He plays the ball down the line with his back of his foot. He gets it across. Blaster gets the ball across, but it's cleared off the 6-yard box. Kiefer Moore ended up on the floor as the ball was floated in there. Felt like he'd been dragged down. Referee's having none of it. Hammer clears that ball across. It was nowhere near Kiefer Moore, but don't think the defender was looking at the ball. He's looking at Kiefer Moore and dragged him down. The ball ends up a quick attack, a break on the right-hand side for Preston. Kiefer Moore going off now, being substituted. Brooks going across for a drink. Looks like Keane's going off for Preston as well. Kessler Hayden. Is that Kessler Hayden? Comes on in place of Keane. Anyway, the most important thing is it's a free kick to Sheffield United just on the edge of the box, which the keeper's going to take long as the rest of the team have pushed up. Heads are up, won by Preston. Loose ball in the centre. Kiefer Moore there. He's offside. I thought Kiefer Moore had been substituted, but it would appear that he hasn't. Preston probing down the right-hand side, but there's nothing there, and the ball ends up going backwards to Woodman again. And down to the left-hand side. First time ball into the centre. Potts going forward into the box. Is he going to have a shot? He tries to, but it's well blocked. Amihodzic, but Preston still have the ball. Into the box again, running towards the dead ball line. Gets the ball across, but it's too deep. Looks like it's gone out of play. And it looks like it was probably deflected out of play. And Preston have a corner. Brady there doing the attacking again like he has done all match so far. But with 66.5 minutes gone, Preston have got to score the next goal. And soon, they can't wait much longer. It's a deep one to the back post, but it's straight into Davies's hands. He's unchallenged, catches it, and takes the pressure off. Just what his defenders would want. Comfortable. There was no challenge on Davies whatsoever there. I think they're just saying there that Sam Greenwood was taken off, which doesn't surprise me. He hasn't had a good game. Good interchange there between Sousa and Hamer. Managed to create some space and get the Sheffield United attack away down the right-hand side. Brooks has it. Is he going to attack? Is he going to come inside? He comes inside. Arblaster again plays it through to Kiefer Moore. His control is loose and he lets it run away. The substitute manages to take the ball away and his clearance is a poor one and it goes out for a throw to Sheffield United on the right-hand side. The Sheffield left. Ball is on the left-hand side for Sheffield. A bit of head tennis as the ball is headed forward for Preston, but Sheffield are defending well, and the ball ends back up with Woodman. He plays it across to the left-hand side, a long ball to Brady. He brings it down his chest and plays it forward. Gets the ball back as he makes a run on the inside. Goes across to the centre and then to the right to the substitute. Kessler Hayden, he's managed to get across, but it's cut out. But he gets the ball back again. Didn't have much space as there was two men on him, but he wins the throw on the right-hand side. Sousa, again, running that midfield has been brilliant for Sheffield United. The throw's taken quickly. Poor control. Sheffield managed to get a foot in. Preston have the throw, but they've gone backwards. Burrows makes a challenge on that right-hand side there, but it's come loose, and it's a great shot. Potts hits it close, keeps it close, gets a good shot in. Davies is left-hand post there, but he gets across, gets a bottom hand to it, and managed to turn it around the post for a corner. Hits it first time, which he had to do. It's a good shot. Davies did well, got across, covering his near post. But corner. Looks like Brady from the right-hand side is going to be a left-footed in-swinger. So into the middle there. It's headed out, though. Kessler Hayden has tried to have a wild shot. Now it's a foot race. O'Hare and Kessler Hayden. Kessler Hayden actually does well and holds him up. It was one-on-one with them two at one stage, but he did so well after his wild fluffed shot. But the ball runs out to the right-hand side to Brooks. He managed to get into the box. He's won the ball inside the box. He turns it in, and Kiefer Moore, inside the 6-yard box with his right foot, somehow managed to scuff it wide when it looked easier to score. Brilliant by Brooks. Turned his man inside out. Got right to the dead ball line. And now Moore, I don't even think he managed to put it out for a dead ball. Kiefer Moore, it was miles wide and he was inside the 6-yard box. Just a right-footed tap in and that was it. It's only the first game of the season, but that's got to be one of the misses of the season. think I could have put that one in. Some more substitutions for Sheffield United. So Brooks has gone off. He's had a good game, and so has Gilchrist. They've both been solid. Brooks has been dangerous on that right-hand side. Hamer's down. Referee just coming across to him. I think he's saying to him, get off the pitch. Get to the sideline. Quite right too. Can't just sit down and waste time. So he's walking off his Hamer now. His substitutions are taking forever, which is exactly what Sheffield United want. I think Hamer's going off by looks things. He's walking around the edge of the pitch, clapping the fans, as he would do. He's scored a goal. Seems to be walking all right. Maybe just a bit of cramp, maybe just a bit of fitness issues. But Slimani takes his place. Dead ball for Preston, played out to the right, brought forward. Sheffield United are hanging deep now. They're going to take what they've got, and quite right too. Ball is drilled out to the left-hand side where Brady takes it. He tries to put across him, but it's miles over hit. It's poor, tired cross, I think, from Brady. No quality in that whatsoever from a player that's had a good game for Preston. One of the few that's had well over hit. Dead ball taken by Davis. A long one again. Challenged by Slimani there, just over the halfway line. The referee judges that was a foul. He hit his man in the back, and that's a free kick to Preston, just near the right-hand touchline. Plays it inside, down that right-hand side. Well, the linesman's given the throw to Sheffield United. It was a battle there. I mean, Sheffield were swarming over the man in possession. And now he's being pushed over. Free kick to Sheffield United. Left-hand touchline. Deep inside their own half. It's played deep. Down the left-hand side, Kiefer Moore's going to go up for it. Doesn't win the header, but the ball drops to Preston. The ball's lumped forward. It's lumped forward, and the referee's, I think, is given a offside probably. Free kick. Left-footed, drilled across to the right-hand side. Of course, Brooks not there anymore now, which is a shame. Preston have it, but deep inside their own half. They're going from side to side. It's not harming Sheffield United in any way. They're not getting the ball forward with any conviction. As the ball goes backwards again, Sheffield force them back and then drop off. They don't need to attack anymore now. 2-0 up with 14 minutes to go. They'll take what they've got. Ball down the right-hand side for Preston there, but Sheffield come away with it in the centre circle there. Burrows just turns backwards. The referee stopped the players. Our blaster's gone down. Looks like he's suffering from a bit of cramp. Some of these players are just probably not at 100% peak fitness at the moment. Which you can see, the pace of the game has slowed down a bit now. Not surprising. Sheffield United have controlled this second half as much as they did the first half, and certainly deserved to be 2-0 up. I think it's Amiadzic. Just trying to stretch out after being given a bit of attention for cramp. Are they taking him off now? There's another Sheffield United sub being prepared. But the ball's being played back to Davis. He drills it forward into the centre circle. Slimani chases the ball down there and actually wins the ball and gets it back under control. Goes out to the right hand side. The ball is crossed into the left. Kiefer Moore and the keeper challenged for the ball. The keeper got a fist on it and maybe a bit of Kiefer Moore as well. Maybe a slight collision between the two. I think Kiefer Moore was saying that the referee's given a free kick for that challenge or not. I think Brewster's maybe coming on now by the looks of things. Brewster on with 12 minutes to go. The pundits saying everything that I've said about Brooks. He's had a fantastic game. Him and Sousa have probably, it's a toss-up between those two for the man of the match. Probably Sousa at the moment. But Brooks has had a terrific game. A throw to Preston. It's hooked across to the left-hand side. Still on that left-hand side. It's played inside and Sousa intercepts it and Kiefer Moore's dragged down. Kiefer Moore was dragged down. It's a rugby tackle. And there's going to be a booking for... Was it Watmore? It's got him round the waist and pulls him down. Lindsay. Thought it was Watmore at first, but it's Lindsay. rugby tackle. He's in the wrong game. I think that's the first booking of the game. With 10 minutes to go, that's pretty good. Our blaster picks the ball up. He's had a good game in the centre of midfield. Goes out to Sousa, but he turns and goes back to the left. And Slimani goes inside, looking for Kiefer Moore. Kiefer Moore can't bring it under control. Ball played long down the right-hand side, but it's cut out. Controlled and cut out. And then as he runs inside midfield, he's fouled by Freuer. It's a free kick. Davis is going to take it with 9 minutes to go. He hits it long. Ball comes inside, but it's won by Preston, who'll play it long and forward again. Risa thought that his ball had been touched out for a Preston throw, but the linesman thought otherwise. And it's a Sheffield throw. Sousa comes short, or was it Slimani came short for it? It's played down the line, but it drifts out for a throw that's thrown to Woodsman. He plays it across to the left-hand side. That's Brady who plays it on the inside. Potts under pressure. Comes inside, back to Potts. He plays the ball on the inside. That's good play. Comes back to Brady again, but going backwards, Preston at the moment. Frockia's under pressure and lost it. Sousa again and plays a great ball down the right side. Sheffield are away again. Bit of space now, but he has to go backwards. Sousa again is pushed and dragged away. Fryer. Free kick's taken quickly down the right hand side. Sheffield United not in a hurry now. They're saying, you come and take it off us. Preston do pick the ball up. Fryer plays it through to the middle. There's a man on the right hand side there. Kessler Hayden, he's got the ball there, but there's two men around him and he's dispossessed as he falls over. Ball's played to Kiefer Moore on the left hand side. O'Hare thought he'd been fouled and he hasn't, and the referee gives it away. Gives it a wave. Fryer plays a long ball, looking to curl one, I'm sure, to the back post, but it's overhit. It goes about 20 yards over the bar, and howls of derision from the Preston North End fans as they bemoan a lack of quality again. Preston don't score tonight, it'll be 6 games in a row coming on from last season, the end of last season, where they haven't scored. That's a lot of games. And they haven't really created many chances. We look at the crowd now, and I think the Preston fans have accepted their lot, and they're beginning to drift away with just 5.5 minutes to go. Reese and Sousa clash there. Sousa wins the free kick as he's had a good game, and he's my man of the match. Sousa, he's been strong and inventive in that midfield there. Ball's lumped forward, but it's a free header. Slimani picks the ball up, but the ball is given away. Goes across to the left-hand side from Whiteman to Brady. Brady plays it forward, but Reese is not going to get that. It goes back again. Brady cuts inside, looks to play a ball through the middle. As a foot deflects it, and Sheffield United pick the ball up. Down the left-hand side, Watmore gets a tackle in. It's a throw to Sheffield United. Yeah, Balasta has had a good game. He scored the first goal and has looked solid in the midfield there, along with Sousa. These two players have not given any time on the ball for the Preston midfield. The ball is played back to Davis. He plays it forward to Sousa, who strides forward majestically and gets a ball down the right-hand side. There's an overlap here. Ball's played inside. O'Hare swaps passes. He swaps passes and there was a chance there, but the control was poor. He lost the ball in front of him and it ran out for a dead ball. But a good move for Sheffield there again. Enterprising. And Brady's going off. He's had his lot for today as Best comes on that Preston left. Brady's had a good game in a losing cause. He's stood out for Preston tonight. Another loose pass from Preston as they roll the ball out from Lindsay to his own man, but his man wasn't there and it's gone out for a throw deep inside their own half. O'Hare, but the ball that he tried to play across the front of the box has ran loose. Capel Hayden runs forward, sprints forward, but then he realises he's got nothing in front of him and has to go back. The ball's driven forward to Reese. There's a bit of a clash with the defender. They both shake hands and get up, and the ball is in the hands of the keeper. Ref says play on. With 2 minutes to go, Davis drills one forward. It's Kiefer Moore. It's over his head. He can't make that header. Kessler Hayden couldn't bring it down as it bounced over his head. Slimani. Brilliant by Sousa. Brings the ball down, back heel to his own man. Tidying it up well. Davis has it now in his own box, waiting for the man to come to him and then drills a long one forward. Kiefer Moore brings it down nicely. Manages to turn and create a bit of space for himself. Lays the ball back. And eventually it goes all the way back to Davis again, who hits another one forward. But the challenge is illegal and it's a free kick to Preston. Just a foot up really, nothing else. O'Hare goes off, he's had another good game. He'll be happy with his contribution. Into the last minute of normal time anyway. Preston have it deep in their own half. Sheffield United are still not giving them space. They're still pressing. I mean, Preston have it deep in their own half, but Sheffield are really pushing up on them, giving them no space. Watmore has it in the middle now. Potts all the way across. To Watmore again. Oh, well, there's 6 more minutes of added time. If Preston could nick one quick, it would set up a really good finish. Ball is still with Preston. Hughes has it. Potts goes down under the challenge by Sousa. Gets the free kick. Yeah, it's been well refereed as this game. There's only been one yellow card right the way through it. He hasn't been throwing them around like confetti, which is great. It's good to see. He's had a good game as the ref. I've hardly noticed him, which tells you what a good game he's had. Ball's going to be left foot. It's a low skimmer that's headed out. Picked up again in the midfield. Frockier across to the left. Best lobs a high one into the box, to the back post. It's too high and too long, and can't be kept in, and it's a dead ball. There's been too many of those crosses tonight, especially from the left-hand side, that have been overhit and have gone too deep, too long, and haven't given the attackers a chance to have a go at the ball. And Preston will be disappointed with that. It'll be something that the manager will want to work on. With 4 minutes to go. Davies has a dead ball that he drills long to the right-hand side. No challenge. It's gone very deep. Brewster on best. He just bundled him over and gives the free kick to Preston, deep inside their own half on the Preston left. Woodman takes it, drills it deep. But Sheffield win the loose ball, hook it forward, and it ends up deep inside the Preston half again with Woodman, who hits a long one deep. It's picked up first ball by Sheffield. Knock it between them, create a bit of space. Try to play it down the right, but it's sliced out. And it's a throw to Preston. It's drilled deep down that right-hand side. The ball is loose, but Sheffield managed to get the foot to it, and with a deflection off a Preston player, they've got the throw. It's thrown down that touchline. Preston win the header, but it's a throw on the halfway line to Sheffield. They're not in any hurry to take it, as you can understand. It's thrown down the touchline again to Kiefer Moore. The ball has given us a free kick after a challenge on the left-hand side. The ball is then drilled quickly forward by Woodman. It's played to the edge of the box. There's a few challenges going in here as the ball is bouncing around. But Brewster brings it away for Sheffield United. Inside. Slimani has it now in the centre. Just onto the edge of the box now to it was Kiefer Moore who had it on the edge of the box. He tried to get a bit of a cross. It was deflected to the edge of the box where it came to Arblaster, but it didn't actually drop for him. It was a ball that was knee high, and he had to hit it first time. And it's high over the bar. Sheffield United attack again down that right-hand side, and Lindsay manages to intercept the pass that was going straight to Kiefer Moore for a tap-in. And Kiefer Moore was not a happy bunny. There was no one anywhere near him. If it hadn't been for Lindsay, it would have been 3-0. Kiefer Moore should have scored. He missed an easy one early on. And the last few seconds, the ball is deep in the Preston half, and this is an impressive win for Sheffield. They'll be very happy with this, so will the fans. I think the referee just needs to blow the whistle now and put Preston out of their misery. Which he does. There is the final whistle. And that's a 2-0 win for Sheffield. So the 2-point deduction has been removed in the first game, and Sheffield will be happy with that, to be in positive points after the first game. And they're going to be a difficult team to beat. I'm very impressed with Sousa in the middle of the field there. He was dominant all the way through. Brook on the right-hand side. Arblaster, very good in that centre midfield. They look an accomplished side, the Sheffield. And that's it. That's it for this this live stream. Unless anyone's got anything to add in the comments. I look forward to tomorrow to some of the other teams playing and see how they match up to Sheffield. But as I thought, Sheffield would be one of the teams that we pushing for automatic promotion, and I've seen nothing today to change my mind about that. I would think that I haven't seen who was won the man of the match, but I would think it's Sousa. He had a superb game today. But that's it. Thanks to everyone who's watched this first of the live streams. Don't forget, before you leave, hit that like button. Hit the bell so that you get notification of future live streams. If you hit that live stream, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. It will help this channel grow, and we can get more live streams up and running. But thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Until then, take it easy. Bye.